I've been reviewing cars on YouTube for the last 4 years, and I can tell you one thing. The Chinese automotive brands have already taken over the car industry in South Africa. First it was Chery and HAVAL, and now I cannot even count the number of Chinese brands we have in South Africa right now. This is the list of 10 best-selling passenger cars in May 2026. Interestingly, 3 of those 10 cars are from China: the Tiggo 4 Pro, HAVAL Jolion, and the new Jetour T2. Today, I want us to look at how these Chinese brands have taken over the automotive industry in South Africa in such a short period of time. We'll also explore whether this change is good or bad for us ordinary drivers. Get your cup of coffee and let's have a conversation. Back in 2021, the HAVAL Jolion came into the South African car market. For less than 400,000 rands, you could get yourself into the top spec super luxury, which was very revolutionary at the time. Later that year, Chery introduced the Tiggo 4 Pro, and it took South Africans by storm. I even got myself one of these in March of 2022. At the time, it was not imaginable to get a fully finished SUV for less than 400,000 rands. Now let's fast forward to 2025. Chery's sub-brand Jetour brought to our street 2 luxury adventure SUVs, namely the T1 and T2. To say these 2 SUVs have been successful in South Africa would be an understatement, to be honest. People are really interested in these 2 SUVs, particularly the T2. I mean, it's a baby Defender for more than half the price. For less than 700,000 rands, you could get yourself into any spec of the T1 and T2. For context, the BMW 1 Series hatchback starts from over 700,000 rands. The A3 hatchback starts from over 750,000 rands. This is before any optional extras. 400,000 rands is not cheap at all, but if you compare to equivalent cars available in the market, you start to see the value for money these cars bring to our market. The second thing these Chinese brands have done well is showing us that you don't need to pay extra just to get basic things like 6 airbags, adaptive cruise control, and LED headlights, which a lot of these legacy brands are doing. The Ford Ranger XL starts from 590,000 rands, but it has halogen headlamps with no daytime running light. You will have to buy the XLT to get these features. The GWM P300 for almost the same price has more features than the Ranger XL Double Cab. You could argue that it doesn't have the same off-roading capabilities, but to be honest, we drive these cars 99% of the times on the road. In my opinion, every new car should have at least 6 airbags on top of all the standard features. Recently, the Corolla Cross, HAVAL Jolion, and the Chery Tiggo 7 Pro have scored 2 stars each for adult safety. And one of the reasons for this is the lack of airbags for the base models, which were the ones tested. This is not a problem specific to the manufacturers or brand, but a general alarming problem that some of our cars are not safe at all. We'll cover this topic on a separate video. The overall pitch is that Chinese brands have won our hearts by offering relatively affordable cars with more standard features than what we are used to. Another reason Chinese cars have become so popular in South Africa is that they simply keep getting better and better every year. If you look at Chinese cars from 10 or 15 years ago and compare them to what's available today, it's honestly hard to believe they come from the same country. The build quality has improved drastically, the technology is more advanced, fuel consumption has become more competitive, and safety standards have reached levels that can compete with some of the biggest global brands. What impresses me the most is how quickly these manufacturers listen to customer feedback and improve their products. Every new generation seems to bring a better infotainment system, a more refined engine, improved driver assistance features, and a more premium overall experience. Then there's the electric vehicle revolution. While many traditional manufacturers are still trying to make EVs affordable, Chinese brands have already established themselves as the global leaders in battery technology and electrical vehicles. Brands like BYD and Geely are proving that EVs don't have to cost R1 million to be desirable. As battery technology improves and prices continue to come down, Chinese manufacturers are likely to play a huge role in making electric vehicles more accessible to everyday South Africans, and that's perhaps the biggest reason for their success. They are not standing still. While many manufacturers make small improvements every few years, Chinese brands seem to be constantly evolving, constantly innovating, and constantly finding ways to offer more value to customers. So, have Chinese brands taken over the South African automotive industry? I think the answer is yes. Not because South Africans suddenly became obsessed with Chinese cars, but because these brands identify exactly what buyers wanted and delivered it. They are offering more features, better value for money, improved technology, and increasingly attractive design at a time when many traditional brands are increasingly becoming more expensive. Now, does that mean Chinese cars are perfect? Absolutely not. Questions around long-term reliability, resale value, and parts availability will only be answered with time. But the reality is that the same concerns were raised about Korean brands years ago, and today's brands like Hyundai and Kia are amongst the most respected manufacturers in the world. What Chinese brands have done is force the entire industry to become more competitive. If consumers can buy a well-equipped SUV for 400,000 rands or 500,000 rands, then other manufacturers have to work harder to justify charging significantly more. And in my opinion, that's a win for all of us. More competition means better products, better pricing, and more choice for South African motorists. But enough from me. I want to hear from you. Do you think the rise of Chinese brands is good for South Africans, or do you still prefer the traditional manufacturers? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time. Peace.